Hello guys, this is Nina with I Do Wedding Marketing, and today I'm getting back into my Instagram game. I love my Instagram, and what I want to talk about today are Instagram stories. Instagram stories can benefit your profile in a lot of ways, so let's get into that. Number one is that it's not a new, but a newer Instagram feature, okay? It's not just the normal feed. And Instagram likes profiles that use all of their features. So it's good to get into the habit of using stories. Number two is that it reaches different people. Somebody may be going through stories. I mean, I've caught myself doing it where I'm just like hypnotized in the stories all the time. So you may reach someone in a different way. Somebody may gravitate to stories more than a feed. So that's another good reason why you want to be on it. Number three is that Instagram stories help keep people on your page, and the more they're on the page, the better it is for you with the algorithm, with the analytics, and in terms of just you and that customer. It's good that they're on your page and interested in what you're doing. It can be hard to find stuff to post all the time on stories though. Not everyone's comfortable with filming themselves on camera. I'm all about that. Even though I'm doing a YouTube video right now, it still feels very weird showing the person behind the brand. And so I sympathize if that's how you're feeling. Here's my cat again. Hello, Buster. I like to say he's the office manager, making sure I'm doing a good job with my video. Also, if you're not at an event, it's great when you're at an event. You can get lots of story material because it's just quick, shoot, doesn't have to be perfect, just showing where you're at. But if you're not at a wedding, then what are you gonna post? So one of my favorite Instagram story features is that you can take a post you or someone else has and just quickly load that up into a story. So you're just going to your post and sharing it again as a story. So for accounts that have a longer history of posts, I love kind of going back to old stuff and showcasing it again that way. I love using stuff and then putting a hashtag in it, because you can use a hashtag on Instagram stories, and I'm going to show you from my mobile phone how you do that. So the screen's probably going to go a little, split, but that's because I wanted to use my phone, because Instagram is, after all, a mobile app. So the habit you want to get into is posting stories regularly. If you don't know how to post a story from your feed, I'm going to show you that now. And you also want to be using hashtags and tagging anybody else relevant, because the person who is tagged can then repost that, shout it out back to you, and it just keeps going and going. And also with the hashtags, you can then reach people who aren't even following you, which is great. So let me show you that. So I'm at my profile and I'm going to select an image to use for a story. So I'm looking through and let's pick a picture here. Let's see. Alrighty. So you're going to want to post something in your story that you haven't already shared in your story. It's also recommended to do it with your newest post, but I'm going to select this one here because this was about a blog post I did. So there are three icons: the heart, the chat button, and the arrow. You are going to want to click the arrow and it says add post to your story. So that's what you're going to want to click, add post to your story, that option on the top, and it's going to bring you to a story draft. Now you can jazz up the post, add a hashtag, move it around. You kind of pinch and grab it to move it. So that's what I did here, and I clicked where it said classic up top to add text. So that's what I'm doing now. I'm gonna type in some text reminding people that this is my latest blog post. Have you checked out my latest post? And I'm gonna also, you can select different colors and things like that. I always like to do that, to do something to help make it pop. And I always like to link back to myself when I'm doing a link in bio. This way they can just click it to get to my bio. But this is also a postable, a clickable photo. If they click the center of the photo, that's going to bring them to your post as well. I'm clicking the image icon to add a hashtag. Hashtags work for story posts. So I'm doing, let's see, we're getting a bridal show, bridal showcase. We'll give you some suggestions. It's a little bit trickier than when you're doing a post because you don't really get to see all the activity on the tag unless you research it before. So I picked wedding venues because a bridal showcase really is geared towards wedding venues. Now I'm going to click the photo again to make that hashtag disappear, because I don't want to show off that I'm using hashtags to get more people to look at it. Now I want to add a moving picture, so I selected the GIF option, which is GIF, GIF, and you can put in the search bar if you want to put bride, groom, wedding, whatever you want to do. I just quickly grabbed one of the suggested ones, the woohoo, because this is super exciting, and that is that. From there, you're going to hit send to, and then your story. You hit share there, and then that's going to post to your story for people to view. That comes up on that top bar with all the round circles that you see on your homepage. Now I want to show you how to post a photo from someone else's feed. So I'm gonna go to this artist. She does wedding cakes, and I featured her on one of my posts, and she did an up-close shot of a photo that I posted, and that is what I want to share. So I'm gonna click the post. It's actually a video post, but you can still share it, and I'm gonna click that arrow, and the arrow is going to enable me to put it in my story. So add post to story, and then you can pinch and grab it to move it, and we're gonna jazz it all up again like we did last time. I'm gonna start with the text. One thing I love about this is that it's a Disney wedding, so I love showcasing some niche themes, because you'll find different audiences that way, because people will search for things like Disney weddings, and this way I can utilize those hashtags, and because I just love themed weddings. So I have the text that I did, and you can see I added the background. I like to add a color all the time, and I chose the green because it kind of goes with her decoration. And now I'm going to tag her. So you're going to do the @ sign. You're going to start to type in Caked Away Kelly, and now when this posts, she's gonna get an alert in her inbox, which means she will then be able to repost it. So I'm gonna show you how you would repost a story as well. And let's see if I can add anything else here. I'm gonna add a little GIF, and that's when you hit the sticker icon and then hit GIF, GIF. And like I said, these are clickable posts, so that's why I wanted to add a tap here. And when someone taps there, it's going to bring them to Caked Away by Kelly's profile. And now I'm going to add the hashtag. This is what I was talking about before, how it is a Disney wedding feature. So this is why I want to use that hashtag. I'm going to click the photo to bring the photo up front to hide the hashtag behind it. I'm going to click the text to bring that above the photo, just because I find that to be more aesthetically pleasing for me. This looks good. I'm going to hit send to, and then your story, I'm going to hit share next to that. and this looks good to me. And now it's going to be in my story. So see that round circle with my logo? That's your story feature, and you can see this is uploading, and these are my 2 stories, and you'll be able to see insights there as to who viewed it and whatnot, and it's super fun and a nice feature to have. So let me show you how you can repost a story that somebody else tagged you in. So, Caked Away by Kelly had posted my original shout out in her stories, and that came up in my messages, letting me know that she mentioned me in her story. Now I can click add this to your story above the message. So now I'm viewing her story, and it lets you add it to yours. So I'm going to click add this to your story. Now we're at a story draft, so we're just gonna clean this up again and decorate it pretty, add a hashtag like we did before. Let's not do the woohoo this time. We had enough woohoo for one day. It's also nice to do these because it just shows or gives the impression that you're relevant, that you're networking, that you work with other vendors. It just shows where you've been. So it's great to do this. Let's say if you're working with a photographer and they post some photos of your work, share it, tag all the other vendors, and they may share it in their story, and then it's just going to grow and grow. So that's super fun and a great way to connect with the other vendors at the event you're at. So I'm just doing all the aesthetic pieces like before, and hopefully this was helpful. Was that fun and informative? I hope it was. It was for my cat. So thanks for checking this out. This is just a short, quick tip that I love to use. I hope it was helpful for you. If there is a specific social media platform that you're trying to figure out more, let me know below. I'd love to see how I can help. And also you can see all of my posts and all of the topics I've covered, as well as what I offer if you're interested in hiring me for any services at idoweddingmarketing.com. It's great talking to you. See you next time.